Hello, Malas, thanks to BBC World News. Our top story: US warplanes target Islamic State militants in Libya. It's believed 45 people have been killed. The intended target was the man behind 2 attacks on Western tourists in Tunisia.
He did something that in our society is unspeakable. She kissed a black man. This is for the state.
Harper Lee, the author of one of the best-read books in the world, To Kill a Mockingbird, has died aged 89. And reports that EU leader talks have hit critical snags as they try to thrash out a deal on Britain's future membership. And a first look at Virgin's new spaceship, which Richard Branson hopes will carry tourists into space.
Oh, good evening, everyone. It's so good to see everybody here. Just tell us a little bit about yourself, introduce yourself, say a couple of words, and then we'll start. Turn your microphones on and start talking. Yes, please. Hello?
Hello.
Yes, please start talking. Tell a little bit about yourself.
Hello, my name is Dima. I'm from Tambov. I'm here again for preparing for our Russian National. I hope we'll do it. I think it's all.
Okay, good. Good to hear. To see you here back. Next, please. All right, guys, please say a couple of words about yourself. Introduce.
Hello. My name is Настя.
Hi, Настя.
I'm 17 years old. Now I'm in 11th grade. And I'm going to take an English exam.
Good. Very good. Interesting. Guzel?
Hello, I'm Guzel. I'm 17 years old too. The weather is nice.
Okay.
And how are you going?
I'm doing great. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, next please. I can see only that your name is something like Happy. Yeah, please.
Hello, I'm Daria. I'm also 17 years old.
Say it again, please. What's your name?
Daria.
Okay. Happy to see you, Daria. Here. Okay, good.
Oh, thank you. I'm happy to see you. It's my first time here.
Good.
And I'm here to prepare for my English exams in school.
You're very welcome. Okay, Katya.
Good evening, I'm glad to see you again. The weather is fine, I'm fine too. I'm glad to see people which are familiar me from Fridays we met before.
Good.
That's very, very cool.
Yeah, good. We are so happy to see you. Now, next, please.
Hi, my name is Katya. I'm 17 years old, just like others in this group, and I'm preparing for my exam. English 2. Glad to see you.
Okay, good. So, as I said, it's so nice to see you. Now, maybe we can share a little bit about the news. In the very beginning of the class, I started with the world news from the BBC World Service. So, have you heard something? Can you share with us what you heard? What is the latest news? Just a little bit. What have you heard? Oh, maybe you know something from the news in Russia, which is interesting to you. Whatever is interesting, please share a little bit. What's new? The next question, as always. Okay, Dima, maybe you will start?
Of course, as usual. Unfortunately, I have just come and I haven't heard anything. But there's one news. I have just come home from my additional teacher. I'm happy that I'm here because I have had a lot of problems with my math, and I thought I won't be able to be here, but I'm here, and my dictionary is ready. The rest is fine. It's snowing here.
Okay.
As I know, it's negative 20. It's quite cold for February.
Okay.
Maybe I'm wrong.
All right.
That's all. Thank you.
Anybody else, please? Nastya?
So I can tell some news from BBC. 3 days ago, the hospital in Syria was striked. So,
Okay. All right. Guzel?
I have just seen the picture about footballists, and there was written that there was no delays in the game.
Okay. All right. Daria? Just a couple of words. What's new? Share a little bit about your news, about the world news, about the news in the country, whatever you think is appropriate to share with us. Okay, Katya, you can do it.
Thank you.
Yes, we have two Katyas. Yeah, all right.
Well, I was sick a couple of days this week, but now I have overcome this illness and have returned to my usual duties and deals in life. I also returned to my school, and my classmates were happy to see me again.
All right.
And from BBC News, I heard that Harper Lee is dead at the age of 89.
Yeah, that's very true, and this is a very sad news. Okay, right. And another Katya?
Okay, if we are talking about international news, I'm not very interested in that because of the informational war, and I don't want to be fooled, so I don't watch TV and other things.
Okay. I just thought that probably you heard a little bit from the world news, from the BBC World Service. All right. I just wanted to add to what Katya said, that a very famous American writer whose name is Harper Lee, and her most favorite novel is To Kill a Mockingbird. If you haven't read this book, so I encourage you to read it, of course. Harper Lee, and the book is called To Kill a Mockingbird. That's a very famous story, so I encourage you to read it. It's a very interesting book. You will like it a lot. Alright, so that seems to be all about everything which was interesting during today or during the week when I haven't seen you. Someone said that you were sick. I just want to remind you that to be sick is American, and to be ill is British, but both ways are possible to use. And after we are ill or we are sick, we recover. Just for you to remember. So I think that was Katya. She said that she's been ill this week and she recovered. Well, what she also said that after she recovered, she returned back to her usual lifestyle, to her regular routine. Because we do not use the word deals. Deals, it's something from the business English. So we just say that you returned back to your normal life, to your normal lifestyle, everyday routine or whatever. Okay. Now, before we start the class, any questions you would want to clear, to talk about? If any, just let me know. Alright, so if no questions, so do not forget that you are free to ask me questions any moment during the class. So the previous class we talked about the part 2 of the speaking part of the Russian national exam, which is asking questions when you look at the advertisement, and then you are supposed to ask 5 questions. So today we'll talk about personal letters, and we'll do in the following way. I will show you the tasks and then we'll talk. Yeah, I can just start with that. So now you have received a letter from your English speaking pen friend David, who writes, "Tell me about your school. What are the teachers like? What sport facilities does the school have? My school has just built a new gym. It's great. Have you joined any school clubs? It's my basketball team's first match of the season on Saturday." So write a letter to David. In your letter, answer his questions and then ask 3 questions about his basketball match. Of course, we will not write a letter as a whole, but what I would like you to do today is just tell me about your school. What are the teachers like? What sport facilities does the school have? Okay? So, who would like to start? So tell me about your school. What are the teachers like? What sport facilities does the school have? Yeah, please.
I can begin. I live in a small town and we have only 6 schools, but my the largest one, and as I know, there are 30 teachers and they're perfect. They're masters in subjects. We have a large gym. There are a lot of sports facilities like balls, special equipment for not bodybuilding. Also, we have a swimming pool. It's strange a bit for school, but but I can stand swimming, so I don't at all.
All right. Yeah, that's kind of enough for you. So anybody else wants to add something just to talk about your school, teachers, and school, sport facilities? Okay, if not, so the another task is My school has built a new gym. It's great. Have you joined any school clubs? So, have you joined any school clubs? Please join the conversation. Answer, Nastya.
I don't see your screen.
Why?
Maybe
So then you have
I
to
know.
restart the browser.
Okay.
Please start it over. Then yeah, I see that people started to close, to shut the browser and to start it over again. Okay, let's wait a little bit. So Daria, can you answer this question? Have you joined any school clubs?
Yes. Right now, I'm not joined in any clubs in my school, but in my middle school, I was going in art club.
Well, actually, when you say school clubs and you talk about sports in Russian, that means спортивная секция. But that's all right. It's just for you to remember. Also, you can talk about the arts, like кружок. It's the same, but you know, here they talk about the school clubs, but that's all right. You can also talk about the school team, the school, for example, basketball team or whatever. But that's a good answer, okay? And the next thing is, it's my basketball team's first match of the season on Saturday. So you are supposed to ask 3 questions. Now, who will ask questions? Guzel, will you please?
Yes, but I can't find there. I have to find the text in order to ask 3 questions.
Well,
It's about basketball match.
yeah, it's my well, I think that you know everything about the task for personal letters. So you have received a letter from your English-speaking friend, and he wrote you, it's my basketball team's first match of the season on Saturday. And then you are supposed to ask 3 questions about his basketball match. So please.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Are you prepared for the first match well?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it would be successful?
Mm-hmm.
Or what do you think? What are your feelings about your first match?
Okay, good. So anybody else, do you want to add something to suggest your own questions? Okay, you know, yeah, yes, please.
The first one is, did you invite any friends to your basketball match? Also, I can ask, what do you think about your preparation? Who will be compete with your team?
Okay, good. Please, I just want to remind you that I have many tasks like that, so each of you will have a chance, an opportunity to talk, to ask questions, and to just talk about something today. So let's move on, and as always, you know, I have kind of a model answer to this task, and we'll read and see how the person answered to this letter. Okay. Nastya, will you please read?
So I don't see your screen again. It's only letter.
Well, why is that? That's
I don't know.
something. Okay, Daria, can you see my screen?
Yes, I can.
So please read the letter.
The whole letter, right?
Yeah, yes, it's a very short one.
Dear David, thanks for your letter. It was great to hear from you. I really like my school. Most of teachers are quite relaxed and friendly. As for the sport facilities, they are so much better than at my previous school. There are clay and grass tennis courts, and best of all, an Olympic-sized swimming pool. I haven't joined any school clubs yet because I'm trying to work out which ones I can fit into my schedule. I have to do swimming practice more days. Who was your first basketball match against? What position did you play? Most importantly, did your team win? I have to go now, as I've got a swimming lesson this evening. Hope to hear from you soon. Best wishes, Tom.
Okay, very good. So, any comments, any observations about the letter, any questions?
I have one.
Yes, please.
How many words are there?
Well, it
It's
says
no.
like 110 and 140. Okay, let me just check it. 126, if you can see it. Right? It's here. Can you see it?
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
And it's quite enough for
Yeah.
for your letter.
Yes. So,
Okay.
other questions?
I have one question.
Yeah.
In the task, it was written that he will have a game on Saturday. And in the letter, student asks, did your team win?
Mhm.
Is it possible to ask if the team win when in task it was on Saturday?
Well, actually, I'm not sure about the context here. Maybe you're right. Maybe it's a correct observation. It's my basketball team's first match of the season on Saturday. Well, maybe it was a match. I didn't think about that. I didn't notice it. Thank you for your very thorough observation. I will think it over. Well, let's think that this match already happened, and that is why those questions were like that. But thank you again for the observation. Okay, good. So, if you think about the letter, you remember that the good phrases here are, it was great to hear from you. Most of the teachers are quite relaxed and friendly. As for, you know that not many times you know how to say that. I just want you to pay attention again to this phrase, as for. As for the sports facilities, they are so much better than at my previous school. Also, the word previous school. There are clay and grass tennis courts and best of all an Olympic-sized swimming pool. I haven't joined any school clubs yet because I'm trying to work out. So here, what is necessary is I can see it. I just want you to look at this. To work out, I can fit into my schedule. So I'm trying to work out which ones I can fit into my schedule. I have to do swimming practice. Swimming practice. Who was your first basketball match against? What position did you play? Position. Most importantly, did your team win? I have to go now, you know that, as I have a swimming lesson this evening. Hope to hear from you soon. Best wishes, Tom. Okay? Again, any other observations, comments, questions?
May I ask a question?
Yeah, sure, of course.
How you pronounce the word I can fit into my
Okay, you have
The next word.
two pronunciations. The British pronunciation is schedule. That's the British. And American pronunciation is schedule. Because they say Americans, they try to do everything easier, simpler. So they say if you pronounce school but not shul, so why you pronounce schedule but not schedule? You see their point, right?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, that's not a problem. Okay, any other questions? Okay, we can move on to the next task. Yeah?
I have a question.
Yes, please.
Can I write, thank you for your letter. I was really, really great to receive from
Thank you for your, it was really great to receive your letter.
Yeah.
Why not? Yeah, we'll talk about that because you know, I have many examples of different letters, so you will be able to have a look at them. Okay. Next one. Yeah, and again, let's start talking. You have received a letter from the mother of an English host family you have just stayed with while doing a summer English course. It's Mrs. Sampson. She writes, "We all really enjoyed having you to stay with us. How was your journey back home? Do you feel that you improved your English as much as you hoped? Or what did you enjoy most about your stay in England? As for our latest news, we've just bought a puppy." So, the first question is, how was your journey back home? Okay, let's ask, I think, Katya, please. What would you say? What would you write in the letter to this, in the answer to this question? How was your journey back home?
Okay.
No.
Here.
Yeah, sorry, we have two Katyas, and yeah, how can I, what would you suggest? How can I call you to, you know, to make two different people?
You can call me Kate.
Kate and Katya, and Kate will be, who will be Kate? Just say me.
The second one.
Okay, this will be Kate. All right, so now, who is going to talk, Kate or Katya?
Let's do it, Kate.
Okay, Kate, please. How was your journey back home?
It was pretty funny because I joined with my group from the England, and we discussed a lot of things that made me feel better about my journey.
Right. Do you feel that you improved your English as much as you hoped?
I think I improved my English more than I hoped, and I'm really glad that I had an opportunity to do it.
Okay. What did you enjoy most about your stay in England?
I suppose it is that I have a lot of friends from England, and we can talk to each other on Skype and other technologies, facilities.
Yeah.
So that's all.
Okay, very good, interesting. Now, Katya, back to you. As for our latest news, we've just bought a puppy. Ask 3 questions about the new dog.
Okay. What kind of a puppy have you just bought? Is it a boy or a girl? How do you think? What do you think about its name?
Okay, very good. All right. Now, as the previous one, we'll read the model answer, and we'll talk about this model answer. Okay. Nastya, can you see my screen now? Hello, Nastya. Are you there?
Yeah.
Can you see this?
Which one?
Can you see
We
this?
all really enjoyed having you.
No. Dear Mrs. Sampson, thank you for your letter.
No.
You still cannot see the screen?
I don't know why.
Well, Nastya, I think that you have this book. It's the practice tests for the 10th grade, and I think it's test 3. If you open this book, and it's for everybody, of course. This book is on my page, which is Emphasized English. Feel free to download it anytime you want. All right. So I'm sorry that you cannot read now. Guzelle, will you please read?
Oh, yeah, I see it.
Yeah, yes,
Sampson,
please.
Yes, thank you. May?
Yes, please.
Okay. Thank you for your letter. My journey back home was fine. My plane was on time, and I chatted with a really nice girl who was sitting next to me. I had a wonderful time in England. I felt that I learned a lot of English and really improved my accent. As for what I enjoyed most, I really loved the day I went to London with you and Mrs. Sampson. I enjoyed all of my English classes too. It's great that you've got a puppy. Is it a male or female? Have you chosen a name for it yet? What kind of dog is it? Thanks again for having me. Right back soon. Love, Anna.
Okay, so what I want you to pay attention to here is my journey back home was fine. My plane was on time. So please do not forget about all of this necessary vocabulary for you. So my plane was on time, and I chatted with, you can also say I chatted to a really nice girl who was sitting next to me. I had a wonderful time in England. I felt that I learned a lot. Of English and really improved my accent. That's accent, yeah. As for what I enjoyed most, I really loved the day I went to London with you and Mr. Sampson. I enjoyed all of my English classes too. Just pay attention that we use the word classes, not lessons, even in the British English right now. Not lessons. I enjoyed all of my English classes. It's great that you've got a puppy. Is it a male or a female? Like you said, is it a boy or a girl? Have you chosen a name for it yet? I just want you to pay attention to this particle, which is yet. So this is important for you to see. Have you chosen a name for it yet? What kind of dog is it? I think that you said it. Thank you again for having me. Right back soon. Love, Anna. So you see, the answer here is slightly different. Okay, as the previous one, any questions, any observations, any comments on this letter? Okay.
I have one.
Yes, please.
In the first letter, we can see the end of the phrase something like "hope to hear from soon." Is it enough for end of our letter? Because as I write it is at the end. For example, I ask my questions and then write "hope to hear from you soon. Yours, Dima." It's enough.
Well, you know that if you want to know all of the requirements which are necessary for the Russian national exam, okay, I will tell it in Russian, because I told it several times in English, and I see that not every one of you remember that. Все требования, которые необходимы для личного письма, находится на сайте FIPI. И там есть такое подразделение, как методические рекомендации для руководителей принимающих комиссий. Это один документ, который вы обязательно должны прочитать, и там будет написано совершенно все. И второй документ называется «Типичные ошибки, сделанные учащимися в 2015 году». Там тоже очень много написано по всем абсолютно аспектам экзамена. Я еще раз вас нацеливаю на это. Еще раз, эти документы, конечно же, выложены у меня на странице, но лучше всего, если вы возьмете их с FIPI, самое последнее и так далее. Значит, один документ называется «Методические рекомендации для руководителей предметных комиссий». Документ очень большой, 92 страницы, то есть вам читать и читать. С другой стороны, второй документ покороче, там 30 страниц, но тем не менее тоже ошибки прошлого года вам очень важно знать. И вы найдете там все ответы не для того, чтобы я вам повторял на каждом уроке одно и то же, а вы найдете все самые точные ответы от Марии Валерьевны Вербицкой и от Карине Степановны Мухмурян. То есть это два автора фактически ЕГЭ по английскому языку в России. Any other questions about that?
Thank you.
Yes, please. All right. So if no other questions, we can move to the next part. And right now, I think that we'll change a little bit the way we do it. So right now, we'll read the task and read the letter. And only after that, I will ask you to answer the questions and to ask your own questions. Okay? So we'll do it a little easier. Now, Daria, will you please read the task?
Yes.
Yes, please.
It's not long now until I came to visit you. How do I get to your house from the airport? I would like to bring a gift for your parents to say thank you for letting me stay with them. Any ideas? Is there anything else that I should bring? My grandparents will be celebrating the 4th wedding anniversary next week.
Okay, it's 40th. 40th anniversary, wedding anniversary. 40th. 40th wedding anniversary. Okay?
40th.
Yeah. Very good. All right, and then Katya, will you please read the letter?
Yes, sure.
Please.
Dear Mark, thanks for your letter. I can't wait for your visit. Don't worry about getting to my house from the airport. If my dad isn't working, he will come and pick you up, and if he is, I will come and meet you and we will catch a bus to my house. As for a gift for my parents, what about something traditional English, such as some shortbread biscuits or a nice box of English tea? Also, don't forget to pack some warm clothes. Moscow can still be quite cold in spring. How are your grandparents going to celebrate their wedding anniversary? Have you bought them a gift? Do you get along with your grandparents? Well, I have to go now. See you next month. Best wishes, Alex.
Okay. Well, the only problem is that the pronunciation is gift. Gift.
Okay.
Yeah. I understand that according to the phonetic rules, you want to pronounce it like G. I agree. But you know, English language has lots of you know, corrections to their rules, exceptions from their rules, just not like a normal rule, but something deviating from the rule. So pay not a lot attention to that. It's just a gift. Okay. Now you read. I want you to pay attention, as always, to the phrases which are necessary here. I can't wait for your visit. Don't worry about getting to my house from the airport. don't worry about getting to my house from the airport. Getting to my house from the airport. If my dad isn't working, he will come and pick you up. Pick you up. And if he is working, I will come and meet you and we'll catch a bus to my house. As for a gift for my parents, what about something traditional English, such as shortbread biscuits and a nice box of English tea? Also, do not forget to pack some warm clothes. Moscow can still be quite cold in spring. How are your grandparents going to celebrate their wedding anniversary? Have you bought them a gift? Do you get along with your grandparents? Well, I have to go now. See you next month. Best wishes, Alex. Alright, and now we'll go back and I will ask you the questions as always. So, it's not long now until I come to visit you. How do I get to your house from the airport? Okay, Kate, will you please answer to this question?
Okay. Fortunately, my house is next to the airport, and you just have to go out of the airport and turn to the right, and then you will see my house.
All right. You mean that you simply have to walk, right? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Then I would like to bring a gift for your parents to say thank you for letting me stay with them. Any ideas? Again, Kate, it's for you. What kind of a gift to say thank you, thank your parents for letting me stay with them?
I think they don't need any gifts from you, because your coming is a gift for me, and I will glad and we will glad to take you to us.
All right. And the last question to you is there anything else that I should bring?
You should bring, I thought about only clothes, because I saw it in letter. I don't know what else.
Well, that is why I let you read the letter, because I just want you to learn some new English phrases. You feel free to use the phrases from the letter. This is my task. I just want you to teach the real English phrases. Just use them. This is what I want you to do. I want you to use real English phrases. Why not? Just tell me what you read in the letter.
Okay. The weather in Moscow is very harsh in autumn, so you have to bring with yourself some warm clothes.
Okay, very good. Sounds great. Now, Dima, it's for you. My grandparents will be celebrating their 40th wedding anniversary next week. Ask 3 questions about grandparents.
Okay. What are you going to give them? Unfortunately, I couldn't see this text, and I tried to do it by memory. So
Why?
second one is
Yeah, that's a problem. Why couldn't you see the text? Why couldn't you see my screen?
I see your screen, but now I can see the job of this letter, but not. Stop. Okay, I understand.
Okay.
How many guests are you going to invite?
Very good.
And the third one is where are you going to celebrate it?
Okay, very good. Now I will just move and show you again the questions here. Again, catch a bus, pick you up at the airport. As for a gift, to pack some warm clothes, that's what you didn't use. How are they going to celebrate? Have you bought them a gift? Do you get along with your grandparents? Do you know this set phrase, to get along with somebody?
Yes.
What does that mean?
Ладить, уживаться, of course.
Yeah, very good, very good. Okay. Good. So, before we move further on, again, any questions, commentaries, comments, observations, whatever you want to say about this letter, about the task?
I have one question.
Yes, please.
In task, it was asked the questions about your grandparents. So, can I ask about their age, for example, not about wedding anniversary?
Well, I don't know, because it's kind of a, it depends on your manners, you know, it depends on your etiquette, as we say. If you think that this is appropriate to ask people about their age, why wouldn't you do that? Well, if you ask me, probably I wouldn't ask, but it depends again on my relationship with this person. So if we are very close people, maybe I would ask them. Well, I really don't know. That's a tricky question for me. All right, any other comments?
Can
Yeah.
I ask?
Yes, please. Sorry?
How much? Something like that. It is normal question for them, but why the age is not okay?
Why it's not okay? Well, you know, nowadays English is a very politically correct language, and you know, almost everything they do, they try and test it through this politically correct, let's say, bias, and so that is why, you know, for example, it's not appropriate in some societies to ask the age of the ladies. Here we have a grandma, and you know, she's a lady, and probably it's not, well, I don't know. Yeah, I really don't know. So it's just, yeah, my observation. All right.
Thank you.
Yeah. Is it all talking about this letter? Okay. Now I have a couple of questions to you before we finish the last letter for today. So, first of all, and I will tell a little bit in Russian. Sorry about that, because I told it a couple of times and nobody paid attention to that. So that is why I would like to say it in Russian. You know, I have a button on my page, Emphasized English, which is called to write a review, to write a comment, an observation about my class, about the class which you visited here. So please feel free to write a couple of words about my lessons. I will say it in Russian. На моей странице углубленный английский есть кнопка с отзывами сразу же на первой странице. Если вас не затруднит, напишите пару слов. Okay, so then, yeah, another question is, I like to use music during the classes. I know that probably it's not a very good time when you are getting prepared for the exams to think about some songs or about music, but nevertheless, if you please go to the chat box, and if you don't mind, please write your most favorite songs nowadays, if you don't mind, please do. And I will share some songs with you also. Can you see the chat box?
Yes.
So please feel free to use it.
No, I can't see.
Chat box?
I can't see what to do.
It's a chat box. chat window. Yeah, you see, it's MEK, if I'm more than a miracle. Can you see it now? That somebody is writing. Okay, anybody else, please?
I'm sorry, I don't know. Is it right?
But that's not a problem. That's not a problem. Just try and write it. Okay. Yeah. Well, you know, I just wanted to sing a song together with you today. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you for your sharing, for your songs. I just wanted to sing a song together with you. I will just tell you why I wanted to sing this song. Usually I take the songs which are from the textbooks which are published by the Oxford University Press. And so the name of the artist is like that. Maybe you know her. Do you know this artist? This singer? Have you ever heard? It's a lady. And the song is called White Flag. It's not a modern song. It's just, let's say, maybe some 5 or 6 years old. So you haven't heard it, right? Okay. Yeah. I cannot play it here. You know, I'm sorry about that, but I cannot play it here. Why? Because I will violate the copyright. You know, my video, you know that I record all of my classes and then I upload them on YouTube. But if I play the video or if I play the soundtrack, so then my account on YouTube will be deleted. Sorry about that. You understand, right? Maybe we'll... Yeah? Yes, please. Say something. Maybe someday we'll try and sing with the guitar. If we sing with the guitar, maybe it will be allowed. Okay. So thank you for sharing about the songs, about the music. I will think it over and maybe I will find out the way how we can play the music. Okay. Now let's go back to our personal letters, and next class I'm planning to work with the essays. So you're very welcome to come and we'll talk about the essays. All right. Now so Daria, will you please read?
Yes.
Yes, please.
Tell me about the kind of food you ate in Russia. What do people eat at home? Can you describe a traditional dish to me? Are eating habits changing? Hey, guess what? I'm going on holiday with my 2 best friends this summer.
Okay, very cool, very good. So, again, the question to you. Tell me about the kind of food you eat in Russia. What do people eat at home? What do people eat at home, Nastya?
In Russian, people eat at home some salads, I think,
right,
soups.
Right.
They prefer to drink tea.
Okay. Can you describe a traditional dish, traditional Russian dish to me?
Oh, traditional dish.
do not forget that this question is very important. I think that almost every year you will have something like that in your exams. If not in the letter, then it will be in the essay. If not in the essay, it will be in the speaking part. So traditional festivals, traditional food, everything which is connected with the Russian traditions, this is what you are supposed to know all the time. Okay, so
Okay.
anybody else, can you help Nastya? Can you describe a traditional Russian dish? Please. Feel free.
Maybe this
Yeah.
something like pancakes.
Uh-huh. Pancakes? What is so traditional? Because you know in England they have pancakes.
I think that it's not Russian dish.
Yeah, that doesn't matter. It's just like
Pancakes.
uh-huh.
Pancakes are traditional on Maslenitsa. When we celebrate Maslenitsa, we do pancakes or Russian blini.
Okay, I don't think that the word Maslenitsa is familiar to the English people, so I think that you have to say kind of the festival or celebration of the end of winter. In English, it is the British English. It's called Shrove Sunday. American people, they do not use it at all. But still, you know the word like the festival of the end of winter. Okay, last question to you, Nastya, is are eating habits changing?
Поменялись ли привычки?
Yeah, right.
I think that some habits are changed because now people prefer to eat fast food, and some of them buy made food.
Ready-made, right.
Yeah,
Okay, I got you.
in the shops.
Yeah, I got you. Thank you. So, Guzel, hey, guess what? I'm going on holiday with my two best friends this summer. Ask 3 questions about the holiday.
Where are you going to go with your best friends? How long are you go there? And what are you going to do there?
Okay, and Kate, will you please read the answer?
Dear Julie, it was great to hear from you. You asked me about food we eat in Russia. Well, at home we eat many different kinds of meat and potato dishes. We also eat a lot of salads, such as cabbage salad, pickled vegetables, and different kinds of soups. A traditional Russian dish is borscht, this kind of beetroot soup. In my family, we eat this with a spoonful of sour cream in it. It's really delicious. Also, although many people still eat a lot of traditional foods, I think that we are all eating more fast food and ready-made food these days because we live busier lives than in the past. So, where are you going with your friends this summer? What are you going to do there? What kind of accommodation will you stay in? Right back soon, love. Ivan.
Okay, very good. Great reading. You know that you're supposed to read during the speaking part. That is why I'm asking you to read. So just let's go through the vocabulary real quick. It was great to hear from you. You asked me about the food we eat in Russia. Well, at home we eat many different kind of meat and potato dishes. So meat and potato dishes, okay? Pay attention to that. We also eat a lot of salads. You said about that, cabbage salad. Then, you know pickled vegetables? What is pickled? Soленый. And different kind of soups. A traditional Russian dish is borscht. It's a kind of beetroot. Свекла. In my family, we eat this with a spoonful of sour cream in it. What is that spoonful of sour cream in it?
Ложка сметаны.
Right, it's really delicious, although many people still eat a lot of traditional foods. I think that we are all eating more fast food and ready-made food these days, because we lead busier lives. We lead busier lives than in the past. So where are you going with your friends in summer? Or what are you going to do there? What kind of accommodation will you stay in? Write back soon. Love, I went. Any questions, comments, observations about this letter? Okay, guys.
What does it mean, lead?
We lead.
Busier.
Мы ведем более занятый образ жизни. We lead. Мы ведем. We lead busier lives than in the past. Okay. Any other questions? Alright, so guys, it's been my pleasure to see all of you here, and do not forget to write a little bit about my classes. Do not forget that you can also hire me as a private teacher for you, and I will be very happy to help you. Okay, any other last questions, comments, and we just round up. If no other questions, then
I wanted to ask, I have a question. There to find the document about personal letters of Virginia Evans. I tried to find in the documents, but
yeah, I cannot explain it. It's practice. It is called practice tests. Okay, practice tests for 10th grade, I think. If you have any doubts, if you cannot find something, feel free to write me a letter. You know, my personal email is here. I will send you every document which I use. That's not a problem, absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely, you got it. Alright, any other questions? So if no questions, then my pleasure seeing you here, and hope to see you next Friday.
Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for listening. Bye.
Thanks.
Thank you for everything. Goodbye. Have a nice weekend.
Same to you.